Alright, welcome to episode 75, the MailleWerX Chainmail live stream. Should I say I'm your host, Sean, owner of MailleWerX.com, where I make and sell chainmail themed apparel and accessories for all your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs. I don't know if anybody actually has chainmail apparel and accessory needs, but it'd be cool if they did. I gotta get rid of all these notifications, I apologize. And we're gonna do the share here in a second. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Where is that? Is this one? And let's do this real quick. It is this stream right now, right? Like we just... Okay, oh my gosh. All these notifications. I can't see... If you're commenting, I can't see your comments. Hang on just a second. I'll get back with you. Oh. Why can't I just share it? Alright, screw that. Copy link. Go home. Post. Hey. Come on. No. Okay. All right. Got that stream shared to my regular page, so close that out. Pull that. Holy comment section, Batman. Hey Barb, how you doing? Hey Kara. Offer to everyone homemade beef stew. I'm gonna hold you to that. Keep it warm for me until we meet up. Where are you, Virginia or North Carolina? I think you're in North Carolina. Hey Peg, how you doing? What's up, guys? What's going on? Oh man, okay. 2 seconds here. I gotta check something. Okay. 5, 9. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to shut that down. Oh, it'll be fine. We can live without it. Alright, so for first up tonight, we're gonna let's touch Frank the right way. Turn him on real quick. I've got all the pieces I need to finish this. So we're gonna start with that tonight. Shouldn't take but a minute. All the holes are punched, all the pieces are within arm's reach, ready to go. Now here's a lesson learned, right? North Carolina? Yeah, seriously, you made 8 quarts and there's just you. And you have no freezer room. Oh no. Do you want some of us to come help you? Get fresh homemade bread too. Alright, so in the order of operations for finishing off a piece of leather, right? You got the stamping, dyeing or staining, sealing, the burnishing, and those are not in that order necessarily. Now you're hungry again, right? I had chicken and noodles for dinner. So this edge did not come out the way I wanted. I did not skive the edges of this piece, right? You'll notice, if you look closely, that is a very square edge, right? As opposed to this right here, which I think you can kind of tell is very rounded. It's because I took a knife and I cut the corner off. top and bottom, right, for a completely skived edge. And then I burnished it with a burnishing tool, which is just to get all the fibers going in the same direction. You put wax on your edge and then you use a burnishing tool, make it shiny and flat, and fill in all the gaps in the fibers of the leather, right? Leftover pizza. Hey Josh, how you doing? So this main piece, right, this is where the two belt loops go. I think I have to punch one more hole about right here so that this belt loop and this belt loop are the same size. I'll do that after we assemble this. Right. This piece here turned out fine. It is amazing how much better this stamp job that I did looks after putting the stain on it, right? Like, you can't see really, you got to really be looking for the mistakes, which there are a lot of them. Hello, mother of rats. Hailing from Twitch. How are you tonight? Hello from France. What's going on in France? Doing okay? Working on some custom titanium? Sweet. Alright, so this edge turned out really nice. This edge, right, very square, did not fit into my particular burnishing tool very well, but it worked out. Problem is, I got these like wax bogeys, little wax boogers in the edge where the stamp goes over the edge, right? So we're just gonna let those work themselves out over time. It'll be fine. All right, now the question is, all right, so which direction do we go? What is it? All right, Mother of Rats is over on Twitch. You're doing well. What about you? What am I doing? I am assembling a chainmail wine bottle holster. That particular leather stamp would go very well with Hoodoo Hex. Yeah, it would. It would. And so I have all the, this is the wine bottle holster right here, and the leather straps and this bracket are what are going to be holding it onto my buddy's hands. I just got to make sure that I thread these the right way. We have these tunnels here, right, of chainmail where the leather is going to go, and then we will attach it to the bracket and put the, they're not rivets, I don't know what they're called, they're like leather bolts. They're very useful. They're screw-on adapters. But I was just talking about processing the leather and getting it to where you want it to go, and how it did not work out for me. Hey Claire, you taking photos for a tutorial? Photos suck. Redoing tomorrow? Ew. The worst part of writing tutorials is the pictures. Alright. This does not want to go around this curve. Come on. I don't know why I did it this way. It would have been easier to do it the other way. What do I know? I don't know what I'm doing. Now we've got that one through. Oh, smacking the camera. Maybe Frank likes it, who knows. Okay. We're good. I thought I had him here. But being mindful to keep the one side of this bolt here has the flat face. That's the front side you want showing. Right, and the other side has the Phillips screw head. That one you want to go in back. Oh, I hope this fits. It did last time, right? I don't remember. Oh, God. I think you end up reshooting the gnome build 3 times. 20 photos just to get the good one, then you have to go through them to find it before you can add it in. Yep. Okay, what is going on here? This is the front, right? Yes. That is the right hole. Man. Holy crap, Batman. Why isn't this working? Alright, I want to protect the flat, soft face of this, but we're gonna put some plier pressure behind this. That does not want to go in there. I wonder how I got it in last time. Maybe I just screwed it into place, who knows. It seems like a really bad idea. There we go, there it is. I figured it out. Alright. Up next. We're going to be using some Loctite on these so they don't come undone. I don't particularly want to get it all over my fingers. No, just a little bit. I hope this is the good bottle. No? Oh. I'm special. Let's see here. Somebody touched my scissors. Apparently, they want you to open the bottle. There we go. Alright, so this Loctite stuff is blue. Whoa, whoa, it's getting everywhere. Hence the gloves, right? Just gonna put a little bit in there. I don't mean to smack the camera. This is not a Phillips head screwdriver. It's just a flat blade wood carving tool I got from my grandpa many, many years ago. Because I didn't have a Phillips head screwdriver down here. Alright, that's one. Take an alcohol swab to our spill. Alright. Ooh, this desk is dirty. Covered in chainmail dust. Alright, there we go. I don't know where I got this knife from. I was gonna try and make a sheath for it, but that is not gonna happen to anytime soon. So we're gonna thread it through this bracket like so. Come on. There we go. And do the other one. Alright, if you guys are commenting, I have not had a chance to get up. Your Facebook, guess you know some of your friends are on the live stream commenting. You were on the live stream reading their comments. Oh, that one went in so much easier. You're getting 100 notifications from all of us. Will the blue Loctite color coordinate with the existing blue boogers you mentioned earlier? Blue boogers I mentioned earlier. Yes. For lack of context, yes. At least you can see the surface of your desk. Yeah, that's a common problem. Part of the reason we're down here. Just keep it clean. Oh, come on. It's trying to strip itself. Last thing we need around here is naked threads. There we go. Alright, that's number one. Your desk is buried under anodized supplies equipment? Yeah. You're ashamed of your desk in photos? You don't. Barb doesn't even have a desk. Probably covered in snow and frozen into a block. Your desk is piled about 3 feet deep in storage containers with jump rings and compartment. Yeah. I have 1, 2, 3 tables over here full of crap, so. Crap is bad in Texas. People's pipes have burst and poured out and frozen. Yeah. Some of them are skating inside their living rooms, and they are burning the furniture in their fireplaces. I absolutely, Okay, let's make sure I do this right. Believe that. I think that's 100% believable. Alright. We want this one up here. So we're going to thread this end through. Alright. I should have worn pants with a belt. That way I could try it on. I know it works. I just. There we go. Okay, and then I had. Go. not that one. Under your desk is a rubbish pile of Coke cans and paper boxes. Yeah. You heard some of the horror stories coming out of Texas? You got a sister and uncle down there? You're hoping they come out okay? Yeah, no, it's definitely some bad weather going across the country. Are you doing okay, Sarah? I know a lot of people in Texas. I have not been able to keep up with what's going on just due to the fact that I lost my phone. Or broke my phone. Although in the UK, pants or underwear trousers are your pants. Oh. Am I at least wearing pants at all? Yes. Pajama pants. See pants, you think you're okay? Yeah. I have yet to come on stream wearing anything inappropriate. Yet. Make no promises. I'm also not making any threats. But that is a yet. Who am I kidding? The family show, right? A Mystery Science Theater song praising pants. Operative word. Yet. No, it's a, you know, it's a family show. I don't want to scare people. Leather does funny things, I tell you what. All this fit relatively loosely before I stamped it and stained it. Right. Stained it and stamped it. Just a little bit of room here. Alright, come on. Alright guys, put a bottle in here. Halloween is coming. Got classes in a dressy blouse and old holy stripe pajama pants. Nice. Yeah, I am routinely in pajama pants down here. That's the work uniform. Right, I think we're gonna put one more rivet in here, right there, to hold that down. If I have one big enough, it's actually pretty, well, I can do it halfway through. That's it. Gonna hold like that off his belt. I think pretty good. You know? I do indeed. A little stiff, but as he wears it, the leather will get more tolerable, more wear, more comfortable. As he breaks in the stain and the sealant and the benefits of virtual tea. Sweet, yeah, I think it came out awesome. Right? For, you know, just a random idea. Okay, you know, how do I carry a bottle around at the Renaissance Fair and look badass? Right? Well, it takes a whole bunch of YouTube streams, Facebook streams, but we did it. Excuse me. You know, the nice thing about getting this done is this wasn't super technical, right? I feel pretty good about getting it done and moving on to other leather projects that are more advanced. We'll take some pictures of that later. Maybe I'll find some pants lying around here and get her done. Get her done. Oh, I gotta replace this part too. I still have to do that, but other than that, you know, that's it. That's, you know, that's the whole thing right there. It's fancy. All right, and so order him a bottle of mead and then ship it off to him. Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Feeling pretty accomplished, you know? Like, I think projects like that are good for this stream, right? A lot of people make inlays. A lot of people, you know, do standard chainmail stuff, dice bags, necklaces, bracelets, earrings. You know, I don't think anyone's ever made a wine bottle holster, which is just a fancy dice bag. So, I don't know. Good to you? You recommend the blueberry mead? I will ask you about that again before I order from them. Alright. Let's see if we can get a little bit of this done. Debating last night on this black line right here, and I think I'm gonna fill it in a little bit, like from here to here, because it is a little wide on the picture. It could be 2 rings wide, almost, maybe. do first, though. You haven't made a dice bag like the wine bottle holster here? I mean, that's really all it is, right? With a fancy leather attachment. Bought a mead in a bar in Asheville today. One day we'll go there and see if they have some spot for you to taste. You like Moniac in the UK? About there is a good spot to widen this black line a little. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Nope. Not there. That would screw everything up. And screw everything up. It would make it a little clunky. There we go. You really need to post your mom parcel tomorrow so she can look at the dice bag, the liner. Yeah. Here's a simple bottle sleeve compared to what I made. Well, I mean, you know, to get those straps in there. Okay, I'm not a highly intelligent individual, right? I don't have a super high IQ or whatever. I don't know how to create weaves or really do sculpture or make pendants, right? But I just have some years of experience in this that have given me a few tricks. And those where we put the straps was, I thought it was a neat trick, you know. I liked how I was able to hide the strap around the bottle. I'm very happy with how that came out. Took forever to get it right. God, do you remember the beginning of that bottle? Holy crap. It was a monster. It did not want to play. Today was a long day. I'm still not done working. Alright, after I'm done here, I'm going to go upstairs, finish my charting, and then go to bed for another really long day. Because we didn't have, because we weren't able to get out of our houses on Tuesday. Same here, is awesome watching me. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys come and hang out and enjoy and help me provide a little content on the stream. That's more, it makes it more than me just sitting here rambling about whatever, right? But I thank you all for being here and suffering through this with me. It makes the suffering more enjoyable. But today I couldn't get out of my house yesterday until very late in the afternoon, and by that time I'd shoveled 40 metric tons of snow, and I was not interested in going out to see anyone after that. I could have, but I just would have been exhausted. So I drove around and put a bunch of miles on my car, not my car, the work car, trying to see everybody. And I got through almost everyone. I got to my last patient. I got to the facility she lives in, and she had been sent back to the hospital, which is probably where she needed to be based on what they were telling me. So like at the very end of the day, ring is not black enough. Like a dull gray, like it's been worn too much. I got to her facility and they told me she was back at the hospital, so I got to finish seeing everyone, which was really nice. I got a few more people to catch up on tomorrow, and hopefully it won't take me all night to do all the charting on it. But it looks like if I keep going, I'll be back, you know, with my phone and with some time management by Friday. I'm looking forward to that. I don't want to go all the way down this line. I want to stop about 5 or 6 rings from the end. I've almost got my pile of rings and I need a tumble done. Of course, you know, they didn't need to be tumbled for 10 years before I got the tumbler, but now that I got the tumbler, you know, I got to tumble it all. I got quite the backlog of rings that got to go through the tumbler. You know, never had an issue before. Oh, and then maybe this weekend, I can spend some more time finding some better clasps for my necklaces. I think one more ought to do it. We'll see. See what I can find. Some of these closures are terrible, I can feel them. I'll have to do a good once over. One side seems to be wider. I don't know if that's the way I'm weaving it or if that's the way it is in the picture. I think it's definitely the picture. You just got a load of clasps from jewelrysupply.com. They're pretty solid and stainless steel. Are they like lobster clasps? Or are they fancy clasps? Or figure if I put a fancy clasp on a necklace with a fancy pendant, right? All my necklaces are stainless steel, so match up the metal. That would make them look really nice. Oh, just plain lobster clasps. I'll see what I can find. I know Masterlink's mail, Greg Hurdle, right? He's got some sterling silver clasps from a guy where Like, it'll be an angel pendant, and then you fold one of the angel wings down, and that's how you lock the clasp. You fold the wing down, put the ring on the hook, and then fold the wing back up, and it locks the clasp in place. It was stupid cool. So, I would like to find something like that. And it doesn't, like, this isn't one of those things where it has to be done today or anytime soon. These necklaces have been made for a long time, just sitting down here. Want some titanium tube clasps? Yeah. Like bracelet tube clasps? Yeah, that would be awesome. Remember the stainless ones that TRL tried to get going a while back? Those would have been really nice. You really don't like the pewter or whatever base metal ones that are plated with that thin layer of shiny stuff? No, they don't look good for long, and they break constantly, so. Higher quality tube and magnet class. You can find her stainless steel or sterling silver styles. Yeah, that's all I've ever seen. One day, we'll get there. We'll get there. If I had the money, right? Like high-end jewelry clasps is where I would be at. One day. Everybody go buy my stuff so I can fund this project. That's the last thing I need. I mean, do please go buy stuff, but, you know, I don't need another project right now. That's actually another project I need to get back to. Oh, if you had the money, brother, there's so much you would do. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Need to win the lottery. Need. I don't even need to win the lottery. I need MailleWerX to be more successful, right? Even self, if you had the money, you travel over and not make anything. That's all right. That's all right. You know, you do you, boo. You'd have to wait. You'd have wall-to-wall shelves of rings and a big work and welding stuff, and yeah, exactly. Shut down before him. Oh, you'll be back. All right, Car. If I'm gone, what time is it? 9:52. We got a late start, so I'm gonna go a little bit after 10, but I do have to go upstairs and finish working. I like the time length of an hour. Sometimes it feels too short because we get so many people going and so many conversations going in the comment section, right? The time just flies by, right? And I wish that I could, you know, sit down here and work for 4 or 5 more hours. But I try to stay a little bit later on the weekends. But I do have important work obligations I have to tend to tonight. One day that won't be the case. Alright, good night, Barb. Have a good one. Have a good day tomorrow. We'll get an early morning too. It's supposed to snow like 2 or 3 more times this week, but doing an hour a night I stream more than you do. I don't make it every night, but you look forward to the hour personally? Well, thanks. I appreciate you being here. I do. I look forward to the hour too, because it's like, okay, you know, stop what you're doing, go chill for a minute, and then most of the time it's not stressful. Sometimes I come down here and it's a little hectic. You know, you get those little mental blocks going on in your head and you don't know to talk about or whatever. Wish you could do it 4 hours earlier. Yep. I wish I could do it earlier too, because I know that like half the continental United States is in bed right now, or a third. All the people on the East Coast. Or there's a larger audience available out there, it's just asleep. Which is fine. I like having, how many people we have? 7 people tonight? I think we are doing about 6 to 7 people in the evening, sometimes as high as 10. And that's a nice small group to chat with. You know, you get into some of these streams and there's, 40,000 people in there, and it's like, yeah, comment section is just on fire because everybody's commenting every 2 seconds. I don't know how people keep up or pay attention to any of it. Like, how do you I guess once you have that big of an audience, people aren't, when they're commenting, they're not necessarily commenting on to you, right? They're just commenting whatever you're talking about. They're not expecting a response at that point. That would be ridiculous, but still. I like having a small number of people to chat with. Back, little dogs were very swift tonight. Nice. Yeah, my little dog is in and out. He does not like the cold. Oh, and guys, oh my gosh, I got to my 5th patient's house. My 5th patient is a very independent little old lady. She has a husband that lives with her. And I got there, and her dog died. Just like 2 days ago. He was 14 years old. He was like, I don't know what kind of dog he was, but he was more carpet than he was dog. The big shaggy thing. I just felt so bad while I was sitting there trying not to, like, give her a big hug and console her about her puppy for an hour, you know? At that point, the comment box is its own conversation. Yeah. You know, one day we'll make Chainmail a global phenomenon, and we'll have 40,000 viewers in the comments, and it'll be the biggest thing in the world. Right? 6 billion people all watching me stream at the same time, talking about Chainmail. But it won't just be me. It'll be 50 or 60 people that came from the comment section. One day, we're all gonna be rich. Alright. That's my goal. Chainmail, become a global phenomenon. Okay, now looking at that in the camera, right, like, I need to lengthen this a little bit and connect it here, and then up here it just looks like crap. For now. Nah, you know, what are you gonna do tonight? Let's see here, what can we do? I don't have my water. Keep dreaming. The machines will make chainmail. I predict that a chainmail artist is going to go ahead and make a machine that can correctly identify wire gauge, ring diameter, and we'll be able to just make a ring, weave it, close it, weld it, move on to the next ring. I think that'll happen. I think the person almost has to come from the chainmail community. I posted a comment like that, and someone was like, oh yeah, you know, I'd like him to see make pencil 5 just really hard or something. And it's like, okay, it's really hard, but like a machine doesn't think about whether or not it's hard, it just does what is programmed. And if you can program what's that DARPA dog looking thing that they always show the videos of them beating it up? Right, if they could program that, they could probably program a machine to make different chainmail weave. I'm just, you know, I don't want it to happen, I just think that it will happen. It'll be someone's pet project, and they'll make it, and they'll piss off a bunch of chainmail artists. You've been tempted to do 3D printing of chainmail? Do it. That'd be awesome. I would do it, except I don't have a 3D printer and or time or resources to figure it out, but that would be pretty fun. Pretty neat little project. Prints in metal. Sometimes the kids print guns. Nice. I know there are lathes out there that can be used to take an 80% lower and turn it to a AR-15 lower receiver. Here now, that male has no soul. It wasn't made with love and care, and the chainmail gods are angry. That's a good point. I removed a ring, didn't I? Huh. I think there's a ring missing here somewhere, and I don't know where it went. Huh. Must not have. Seen some 3D printed mail. It wasn't nearly as flexible. And Josh, you haven't actually seen any? A friction issue, maybe a size issue, but they are sort of. I know that they have like the faux chainmail little like a S8, S8, S8 pattern that they like link together for LARPing and stuff. So you 3D print out the file. That was on what's the guy from Mythbusters, Adam Savage. He's got a show called Tested, I think it was. So I've seen that. I've never. That's one of those things too where it's like I trust very few other chainmail I trust very few other chainmail artists' opinions about chainmail. And the general public, you know, like not at all. And I think that I mean, it's just because people don't know like what chainmail really is. So, like, I could see how a 3D printed chainmail piece might come out really bad if was made by someone who had the vaguest of notions as to what chainmail is. Does that make sense? Let's 3D print some chainmail and, you know, no understanding of how it's supposed to actually work. LARPers prefer mail over here. I don't know if mail is allowed in the LARPing community here. I know nothing. I had a ring on my shoulder. I know nothing about the LARPing community here. I don't know if making the line thicker is making it better. You know what I mean? Maybe kind of, sort of. Alright, I had to change some. We're at an hour already. One thing that might get about 3D print chainmail, you can make weaves that are impossible to assemble. Can't get your pliers into tight spots. Yeah, you'd have like exact JPL or something. We wear actual mail and plate. In our system, we plain aluminum chain is lower armor points than steel. At least that's accurate. And don't get me wrong, right? Like, I don't want to insult anyone who LARPs here that I think that LARPers don't know anything about chainmail. I'm just going off my experience in dealing with LARPers. None of whom I've met have any input on the subject except that it's not chainmail, it's mail. And I'm simply not going to have that argument. They don't, you know, they will never have made it themselves and have that opinion. It's like, I don't know.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened,
you don't understand. I don't care what you call
it. The computer that we have running our news from time to time took off and went wild. So what we're going to do is start over from the top.
So maybe LARPers in the UK are more familiar. I expect there, you know, to be a lot more exposure to probably more historical pieces of chainmail in the UK than what we have here in the States. So, you know, your guys' history in regards to battles has a lot more chainmail involved in it than ours over here. So it would make sense that people over there would know more about it, or at least be familiar with it. I don't know what the difference would be. Some LARPers know a lot, some don't. Well, I mean, and I'm sure it's individual, you know, on an individual basis. I just haven't run into any that were interested in anything more than the discussion. Oh, it's mail, not chainmail. It's like, cool. That's a new and refreshing take you have there. So nice of you to share it with me. You're so edgy. You LARP, you know all about mail, yeah. You have actual history? Houses over 400 years old aren't that old over here. That's funny. I keep weaving and thinking it's getting better. I don't know. I mean, it looks alright. I need to fix that. Whatever that is. You know? Put this right there. That, yeah. Yeah, houses that are over 400 years old that have, you know, an armory with chainmail in it in the basement with all the family crests and your great-grandpappy's armor. Just, you know, all the grandchildren came up playing in it. I have a sword from the early 1800s that was my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's. And it was his ceremonial mason sword. And it's only very old, right? And it belonged to my, like, 4th time removed great-grandfather. 5th time removed grandfather. Something like that. Right? That's the only thing cool about it. It is otherwise kind of rattly in the handle. It's a wall hanger at this point. And that particular style of ceremonial mason sword, everyone's got one. So it's cool. It's a cool piece of family history. I don't want to mess with it because I don't know if it can be restored or if I want it to be restored. Like, I don't think it's valuable. That's just one of those things, you know. It is what it is at this point, and it's got whatever patina it's going to have the remainder of its days, and I'll make a mount for it, or I might actually buy one. I don't know. Hang it up here in the basement somewhere. I don't know if that fixed it. I think it just made that angle more pronounced. It's not too bad. It kind of works. I think I need to bring the second row up some more. Alright guys, where are we at here? 10 after? I see. We're getting there. It's getting done. May even have enough rings to finish this side of the helmet, which will be nice. Use up all of those. Have a good night, Claire. Everyone else have a good night too. I will see you all either tomorrow night or the next day. Stay safe. Have a good day. Get good rests. Oh man, I'll get my phone back tomorrow, so I'll be back on the social medias. Oh man. In the meantime, until we meet again, I will talk to you all later. Thanks to everyone for being here and all your comments and encouragements. I do appreciate it. It really does make all of this go by much faster, and it makes it all worth it. It really does.